Some days I am amazed at what I am seeing on social media. The suggestions people make about skincare, the products they tell you to use. And so this is my take or my video on really the misnomers on what you're listening to. Social media, computers, all of it can really be a blessing in some ways, but we all know it can be also be very harmful to most especially young people or women. It really does lie to us and we're not seeing the truths. So stick around and let's talk about that today. If you're new to my channel, I am Lisa. I have been a holistic practicing master esthetician for over 4 decades. I am 59. I'll be 60 in February, and I am very proud of that. I wear no foundation or concealer, never do, not even in these videos. I don't filter these videos. This is me. This is my skin, and I practice everything I preach to my hundreds of thousands of clients around the world. I only wear eyeliner and mascara, and I constantly talk about this so that you know I've done nothing to my face and I'm being truthful with you. I want you to love who you are. I want you to embrace who you are. And I want you to stop thinking that if you watch a video on how to apply a bunch of foundation, you're suddenly going to change and be more beautiful. It's really going to go in the opposite way. You're going to feel like you've got a bunch of junk on your face. You're likely going to cause bacterial or fungal infections. And you're just not going to present yourself as you. It's funny, I live on an island in the middle of the Pacific, and it's warm here, it's beautiful here. There's definitely great water, great food. But one of the things I love seeing is women and men just being who they are. I have never seen more gray hair sparkle. I don't see women with tons of makeup on their face. They are naturally beautiful. They're naturally presenting themselves. And this is really what I want to teach you. If we all start looking the same, there's not going to be any uniqueness. There's not going to be any authenticity. And so it's so important for me to get this message across. So please like and subscribe. Send these videos to your friends. I think that you will be amazed at what I teach works and that you're learning something that just goes against everything you have in the beauty industry. You can also visit us on Instagram. I don't say that enough. And we have a private Facebook group, Peaches Skincare. So I do own a skincare company, and you'll hear me talk about that as well, Peaches Skincare. You'll also typically hear me say in each video, with loving kindness, you are welcome to email me with any questions or ask below, lisa@PeachesSkinCare.com. I think the things that really bother me are the misinformation that is out there about skin. And there's so many people on social media. They're working so hard. We've got young people making millions of dollars telling you things. We've got, mature women, mature men making thousands, millions of dollars teaching you things. And so they've kind of got some skin in the game. Yes, I own a company. Of course, I want you to use my products, but I'm not going to come on here and lie to you because that's not going to do any good service for any of us. So let's kind of get into some of the things that I am seeing. So first of all, I will never understand why you would get your skincare advice from a 20-year-old. I don't get it. I will never understand it. Heck, maybe even a 30-year-old. Now, mind you, I started in this industry when I was 20 years old. However, I had mentors and I was looking to them to understand skin. I'm amazed at what I'm seeing. I'm seeing young girls already doing Botox, already doing laser to their face, already doing chemical peels, things that I would never do to my skin and never recommend. And one of the things I really need people to understand, and I've discussed this with my, the physicians that refer to me, I've discussed this with different people in my industry. People don't understand that when they start doing these things, they tell the mind's eye and whomever is looking at them that they actually look older. Why would a young person do a facelift? Why would a younger woman or man do Botox? And it's not that I'm saying that if that's what brings you joy, don't do it. But I need you to understand there are alternatives that will actually help you keep who you are. You don't want to look back at a picture in 15 years and go, oh my God, who the heck is that? Because you totally changed your face so much in a fear and an effort of not aging, not having a wrinkle. You stopped showing expression. It's not good. And it does actually mature you. There are actually studies that are being done right now as well about, are all of these things that are anti-aging, all these treatments, all these things you do to your face actually anti-aging you, or have they progressed your aging process, which is what I see in my salons with our clients. I've seen it for decades. So I have clients that have been with us for decades, and you're able to see what natural does versus putting things in your skin, doing things to your face. So you need to understand that who are you getting your information from, but also what are they doing to their skin, and then telling you that a moisturizer or a cream works, when in fact, if it all worked, why did they need to go cut? Why did they need to go inject? And I just want you to have common sense with that. Another thing is foundation and concealer. I can't believe the plethora of videos on how to put on foundation and concealer. What's the good foundation and concealer? First of all, there is no clean beauty. Clean is a marketing and beauty term set by the industry to really market to make you feel like things are cleaner. It's the same with all of these lists. Many of them are paid for. I think we abide by all of them, and yet I never talk about them, because let's think about it in a very intelligent way. They don't work with my chemists. They don't work with me. They don't know where I get my products from or how they're sourced. They don't know if I'm using a natural or a chemical, and they don't know the percentages, and yet they will immediately grade a skincare product. They'll have you walk into a department store, you'll put in the name of something, and they'll go, I'm giving that a D. When in fact, you and I might look at it and the ingredients, or talk with the company and realize it is an A+. So be very mindful of that. Be very mindful of the fact that there is no clean beauty, and that is most especially true with foundation and concealer. There is no anti-aging foundation and concealer. There is no healthy foundation and concealer. It's just not there. There are certainly titanium dioxides that add color, that are natural oxides or iron oxides, forgive me. However, wearing foundation and concealer is just not a good place to be. If you're young, don't even start it. If you're one of my more mature women, or going through the motherhood years, or whatever, wherever you are in your journey, just stop wearing it. You will be amazed how your skin changes just in 24 hours. Concealers make your eyes darker underneath. They make your skin thicker. When you're looking at people putting on a lot of this makeup, whether it's in a magazine or on a show or in a video, which is really more likely what you're going to see, ask yourself, what does their skin look like when they aren't using foundation and concealer, when they're not covering it all up? And remember that when you apply makeup and then you put on all the lights and all the filters, you look pretty darn good. But in reality, is that really what their skin looks like? So don't be fooled into thinking that you're going to run out and buy a bottle of liquid brown and think that your skin is going to look flawless and beautiful. It's just not going to happen. You've heard me talk about micro needling and dermaplaning so many times. Micro needling and dermaplaning, don't love them. Shaving your face is shaving. Dermaplaning is done with a surgical blade in a medical office, really in a surgical setting, to help scrape away skin that has been burned or severely scarred. And microneedling, they always tell you it's going to build collagen. It damages the skin, and then the skin heals itself and builds collagen. You are constantly chasing that swelling and damage. That's all it is. Now, inevitably, someone will tell me, I had such a great experience with microneedling, Lisa. I am so happy for you. And if that is the case, great. But the fact is, you are breaking down collagen, you are breaking down your skin, you are harming your skin's natural setting, if you will. I hear the word barrier all the time, and I don't love to use it because your barrier changes when you walk outside, walk into another room, walk into air conditioning, splash your face. Your pH changes as well. However, I'm always trying to keep it at a perfect pH for you. But when you're doing these things, you are really affecting the microorganisms of your skin, the cells of your skin. Just stop. The gentler you are, the better your skin will be. Sorry, I had a little thing flying around. Setting sprays. Someone asked me about this, and then I saw it all over social media. You put your foundation on, then you do your setting spray. I think we all know what I think about that. It's ridiculous to me. Again, when you're watching people, realize unless they say like me that I'm not using any filters, wearing any foundation and concealer, really ask them, hey, have you done anything to your face? What's going on here? Why are you using it? And remember that setting spray is just foundation and concealer. It's only making things more liquid, and it really has no benefit. Doctor's advice. My daughter's in the medical field. I have friends that are physicians and amazing physicians, amazing doctors. But remember, when you're listening to a dermatologist on social media, that what have they done to their skin? And remember too, that they're more about needles, procedures, and pills than they are about doing things naturally. Try to come to a nice common ground. If you need to do a little medical, do it, but also try to find natural. And I always ask myself, or I try to tell new clients, I should say, when you see them in person, what does their skin look like? Are they wearing a lot of foundation and concealer? Does it look like they've done injectables or cut into their face? Because you really want someone who's authentic, who really believes in what they are doing, whether it's medical or holistic. I hope that makes sense. Skincare from influencers. I've already gone over that. I think there's a lot of hardworking people out there, and I think it's great, but just be mindful of what you're watching on social media. My young girls, the reality you're seeing is not real. You are seeing filters. In fact, I can see sometimes where it will blur a bit because they've got such a big filter on, or they have so much foundation and concealer. I also see some of them, saying they do laser, do this, do that. They're really breaking down their skin at a young age. And if you're mature, perhaps looking to someone that is more in alignment with what you believe, more in alignment with the stage in life that you're at. There is a reason why you have decades of cumulative damage. There is a reason why you're having an issue with your skin, albeit fungus and bacteria have activated. There is always a reason, and we can get at it if you are honest and you understand that there's no quick fix. These are things that I teach that take time. Okay, I'm looking at some notes. I don't want to make this video too long. I hear this a lot. Oh my gosh, Lisa, I was told not to wash my face in the morning, or washing your skin in the morning isn't good. I mean, you've got to be kidding me. During the day, you have all kinds of things flying around the air, dirt, dander, oils, things from your environment that you're in. You need to exfoliate first and clean your skin. At night is when our body heals itself. It's when it purges out everything from your body that it doesn't want. Like, it takes all the good things and it gets rid of all the old. And in the morning, you're going to wake up with that on your face. For goodness sake, cleanse your skin in the morning. I don't know why this came about. I think people just do things for views. I really, really do. And it just amazes me. I'm absolutely blown away when I see someone say that and they have no practical knowledge of skin, or I see someone seriously do a facelift and then 6 months later they're telling you about an amazing cream they're using. Have common sense. If that's the path you want to go on, wonderful, I support you. But remember to be mindful of what you're watching. Okay, already did foundation, sunscreens. 2 more things. Any sunscreen is a good sunscreen. You will hear me talk about this all the time, and go back and watch sunscreen videos. Millions of sunscreens were pulled from the shelves in the past 5 to 6 years for cancer-causing ingredients. Sunscreen can be so detrimental to your skin if it has chemicals in it, avobenzone, oxybenzone, any of those things. If it's not zinc oxide, maybe titanium dioxide. It is a chemical. And the minute you walk outside, it is going to heat up with the sun and create discoloration in your skin and damage. It can break your skin out because of all the junk in the sunscreen. Sunscreen is big business, but they're finally getting on top of this and understanding that many times not wearing any sunscreen is just fine. But if you don't wear a wide-brimmed hat outside, no amount of sunscreen will matter. Be mindful of your sunscreen. Lastly, be mindful that being on a routine is incredibly important. You need consistency, just like working out, just like eating healthy. Be on a routine that creates change and give it time. If you're a peach and you've only been on the routine for a couple months, but you're 30 years old, you're 50 years old, you're 78 years old, you have decades of cumulative damage. It takes time to change that. Just like if we all went to the gym today and started working out with a trainer, they would remind us that we have decades of fat. We may have muscles we haven't used. It takes time and patience. Anything worth having is not a quick fix in life. And it's something I really, really want so many of you to understand. When you do things correctly, it is lasting change. I hope this video encouraged you. I hope that these were some of the things that you've asked me or that you've seen on social media. I really try to keep the videos interesting, and I do hope that I have encouraged all of you to uncover your true confidence.